the first thing that I want you to know and realize about melting those walls in your heart so that you can start to tap into something much greater and much more satisfying for yourself is that when you were a kid, and let's say you're 7, and you had a parent who yelled at you, or who you felt intimidated by, or who you had to hide things from because it wasn't safe to share those things with that parent, then that creates a kind of an imprint, like emotional pain, um, um, a past story. I like to call them imprints in your energy or in your past, and that imprint holds fear. So within that experience, we carry it with us, kind of, like a piece of baggage that we're carrying, and it's definitely unconscious. We don't know we're doing it, but we bring it into motherhood. We bring it into relationship, and so there's this past experience that keeps showing up in the now of I'm going to get hurt again, of I'm going to get stepped on, I'm going to get overlooked, this isn't safe for me. So all those things start to show up in your relationships with your children or with yourself as a mom in parenting. So first of all, I want to hear from you if you've felt these things before. Just raise your hand if you felt these things before. Drop a raised hand below or a thumbs up below. That means that you are bumping into your past experiences, and they're in the way of being what you want to be, what kind of mom you want to be. So when those hard things happen as a kid, the heart goes to protect itself, and it closes itself down because it goes, it's not safe for me to really be who I am, to really be my true self here. So I need to be this person that I have to be to get through this. And then there is the beginning of survival mode, right? So raise your hand if you have felt you're in survival mode before. Survival mode is when you are just doing what you need to do to function and to get by. And this is where a lot of mothers have bought into a story that this is all there is. This is the only way through motherhood. And it's complete lies. It's limitation story. It's a story of suffering and low frequency and low energy, and it's a story of struggle. And it says this is all you get. And boy, it sure does leave a lot on the table. A lot of enjoyment, a lot of love, a lot of laughter, a lot of fun, a lot of creativity on the table. So I want to show you more today. With that, with those imprints that happen when your heart is closed, then you miss out on the fun, the laughter, the creativity. You miss out on the parts of you that are such a gift of motherhood. So when motherhood stops feeling hard, what happens is the potential for you to evolve and grow as a person through these hard things, through the challenges and the stretching and the growing, is where all of the juice. It's where all the juice is. It's where all of the real growth and the joy and the inspiration is. But people leave that on the table because they're just surviving their past. So really hear me. When your heart is closed, it's like a battlefield. You're just fighting your way through. You're trying to do your best. You're trying to be enough. You're trying to make sure your kids are safe, and that's about it. Like, that's as good as it gets, right? Then there's, what can you do? You can connect with other moms about how hard it is. That's kind of where it ends for some people. We feel afraid from that place. We feel resentful, angry, bitter. Some people resent their kids, that they're so hard. And look, I get it. I get it. I understand challenge, and in my own motherhood story have experienced things that I never saw coming and I never thought that I would experience. And if we continue to keep a guarded heart through those hard things, then again, we just stay in survival mode. The open heart allows us to grow and evolve through those hard things into more enoughness, more abundance, more beauty, more joy, ultimately connection with our kids. So, all right, are you with me? So, another mistake that people make in the way they think about motherhood, in the beliefs they have about motherhood, is that if I take care of me, if I fill my cup, then I'll be good and I'll be able to have fun with my kids. There's nothing wrong with that thinking, but it's the way you do it. So if you are carrying a lot of sadness, you're battling with anxiety, you're battling with depression, you're pushing through, you're efforting through, and you sign up to get a massage once a month or once a week, and you sign up with a therapist to process the problems, and you give to yourself a friend night monthly or weekly, or you take a day off a week just for you and when the kids are covered, and you do those things, but when you're with your kids, you feel quickly depleted. You still go 0 to 60 into frustration. You still feel you're battling with your demons. The reason why is not because you're not filling your cup enough. That's not it. The reason why is because there is crap in the way that you have not resolved and healed so that you can really be present for the joy, the joyful creations, okay? Does that make sense? So there's healing that needs to happen in your inner world, not through your nutrition or your body work or your exercise. And those are beautiful things for self-improvement or personal development, but they aren't healing things. And that's the difference. So if you feel caught up in overwhelm, frustration, you keep spiraling or spinning out, or you're yelling at your kids and you go, I want that to stop, then the reason why you're not getting there, my guess is because there's unresolved, call it trauma, call it past pain, call it relationship ruptures or attachment ruptures from when you were small, or call it energy stored in the body. I don't care what you call it, it's all the same thing. If you feel unworthy of your own happiness, which that's not something we think, people say it, but like, what does that really mean? It means I don't know how to be happy. I keep focusing on everyone else being happy, and that's really, really where I'm putting my energy. And it would, and like, when I get really honest with myself, if I think about investing in me, in upgrading my brain, emotions, nervous system, when I think about really healing my past trauma and saying I'm worthy and deserving of a life that I absolutely love, and it's 100% possible for me, that there's a little voice inside of you that goes like, this is past training, this is conditioning, like, but I can't, that's just selfish, or I can't, that's scary, or what if I fail? And those are the voices of overwhelm, of trauma, of let's just stay here and stay in pain and in survival mode, because we know how to do that, and that seems like a safer thing to do, but it really isn't true safety. True safety is freedom from your emotional torture cycle. It's freedom from feeling not enough. It's freedom from tension, anxiety, power struggles, fighting with your kids to get them to do things. I mean, what a waste of time, you guys. Just like a little reality check. If you are cleaning up your kids' messes for them, I don't care the age. If they can walk, if they have any receptive language, if they can understand you saying, okay, let's pick it up now, and they're not doing it, what a waste of your beautiful, precious energy and your gift that you could be giving in a higher way, right? To love your kids, to nurture your space, to create a loving home, to mentor and coach your children. Like, I mean, just reality check on that. How much energy am I giving to making sure no one else gets upset so I don't have to work harder? That's a very small, low frequency thought. It's not a valuable use of your energy. Okay. So if you're doing these things, if you are doing this kind of like survival mode stuff, just barely keeping up. I talk to a lot of moms who are cleaning the kitchen till 11 or 11:30 or midnight, waking up early to get the kids ready and go out the door to work. Oh my gosh. Just whoa. I can't even imagine it. It's not because I have cleaners and my husband cleaning the kitchen every night. That's not why. I mean, mostly, is it true? It's shared in my house. It's shared, and I do some of it, but my people do some of it. But the thought that I could deplete myself, like that thought is so depleting. But why people do it is because it's so anxiety provoking to have a mess. Well, let's go a layer deeper. Why is there a mess? Well, there's a mess because people in my house are not trained to share responsibility or rotate or whatever it is. And why is that? Well, because frankly, just because like I don't know how to do it. And that's really where people land. Like, well, I just don't know how to get them on board. And I just really am here to say there is a way of motherhood that is freedom based. That is freedom based. And in our system in Awakened Motherhood, the way to that freedom is part strategy, it's part proven systems and techniques, and it's a lot of emotional healing. It's part like mental rearranging, changing the way you focus, building that muscle of focus. But there's a huge piece here of like, we have emotional blockages, we have energy imprints from our past and our parenting, we have crap in the way of living a life that is truly satisfying, fulfilling, and joyful. And you are worthy and you are deserving, and there really is nothing in the way that cannot be changed, solved, transformed. It's all really here for you. So the last thing I want to say is that if you are pushing hard, efforting hard, trying hard, cleaning your kitchen till midnight, first of all, stop doing that. Just stop doing that. And see what comes up. See what comes up. What happens if you take your foot off the gas of doing it the way you've been doing it? Because if it's not working, it's not working. It's healthier to just go like, this sucks and this isn't working, than to try to go to like, shine it up. Just be like, it's not working. What if I put it down and step back and look at it and go, there's got to be a better way here for me. Listen to what comes up when you do that. And if what you feel is overwhelming, if what you think is so negative and so dark, reach out to me for help. Reach out to me for help. You are deserving and worthy. I promise you, you are investing in things right now with your money, with your time, with your energy that are supporting the problem, that are supporting the system that creates more overwhelm. And it's crazy making. And I completely empathize with that. You are giving, I have no doubt about it, time, money, and energy right now, if you are overwhelmed, to strategies, techniques, approaches, practitioners, healers, whatever, that are keeping the problem going, meaning you are not breaking out of it. And so how much longer are you willing to stay in something or investing your precious time and energy and money in something that is depleting your energy, your life force, your joy, your capacity to really show up and thrive, and to get your kids and your family to take responsibility, to lighten up, to feel loved, to feel joy, to have fun with you. It is all here. So I am tasking you with getting on the calendar. If you are stuck and you don't know where to turn now, get on my calendar for a clarity call now. I'll drop the link around this. If you are at a place where you are taking steps and the needle is moving and you have momentum, then bravo, and I'm totally cheering you on. And I want you to drop in the comments here what it is that you're doing for you that is working right now to give you the life that you love. Okay, it can be a thought you're thinking, it can be an action you're taking. Let's get into action here together. Let's enjoy and utilize this space and each other and really rely on each other to uncover the way. I want to hear about it. All right? Drop it in the comments. Click the like button. Please, please, please share. Bring your friends to this group. Every week I am providing, bringing value in here that people need to hear at this time in the world. Moms really need the connection, the support, the community, the love. So please bring your friends, and thank you those of you who have. Invite them, share the events, bring people to the events with you, and then workshop this stuff with your friends. All right, you guys, love ya, and until next time, see you soon and take care.